Although it might not seem possible, much of what happens on the ISS can help us to live better lives here on Earth. For example, physical fitness is an important part of keeping ourselves healthy. On Earth, this usually involves some form of exercise, such as walking, lifting weights, or playing sports. However, there's one thing missing from the International Space Station that makes exercise particularly difficult for astronauts: gravity. Our bodies are made to survive in Earth's gravity. Every time you lift your arm, walk around, or do any physical activity that pulls a part of your body away from the gravity of the Earth, your body generates muscle and bone mass. If you don't exercise, you'll slowly lose this muscle and bone mass. In the microgravity environment of the ISS, astronauts have to rely on resistance weights and treadmills to simulate the effects of gravity in order to exercise. And they have to exercise. Otherwise, their bodies will start to lose muscle mass and bone density much more quickly than you do on Earth, which would be very harmful to them once they return to Earth. But exercise isn't the only normal part of life that becomes even more vital in space. On Earth, maintaining a healthy diet helps your body get plenty of nutrients, cycle out toxins, and build more tissue and bone. In space, the harsh living conditions, like increased radiation exposure and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, along with low humidity and microgravity, mean that good nutrition is extremely important for keeping astronauts' bodies from breaking down. The good news is that they receive a steady supply of healthy food from Earth. They also use programs to track their food intake so that their diet stays well balanced. Obviously, problem solving is a major component of any space mission, and critical thinking is a vital part of keeping people safe when they are in space. While deploying a new solar panel array on the ISS in 2007, the astronauts noticed a tear in one of the panels. In order to fix the panel, they had to devise an impromptu spacewalk. Spacewalks are usually planned months in advance and are very dangerous if they aren't performed correctly. Astronaut Scott Parazynski rode on a robotic arm called the OBSS to fix the panels, the first time the arm was ever used this way. Using this ingenuity, he was able to repair the panels. While problem solving is obviously needed in case of a crisis, it's also a necessary part of the work that is done on the ISS. The scientists and astronauts of the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, or JAXA, have put problem solving to great use with their cutting-edge work on drug design, aging research, and the impacts of space exposure. As you learned, astronaut Kimiya Yui's efforts in these fields may have implications on people's health on Earth. Living in space has taught us just how important things like exercise, healthy diet, and problem solving are to our survival. What other aspects of space life do you think can teach us more about how we should live on Earth?